Good morning, Trojans. Welcome back. It's hard to believe, but it is already October. I hope that everyone out there is doing well. I wanted to start off this morning with just a few reminders. Reminder one is that this Friday is the end of our first mark period. That's right, we are already one quarter done with this school year. What does that mean? Well, it means that report cards are going to be sent home next week. So this is your chance to get in any missing work. Talk to your teachers, show up for office hours, work on those grades, and make sure they are where you want them to be by the end of this week. Following the close of our mark period, we're going to be hosting our first ever virtual open house. It's going to be held on the evening of October the 20th as well as October 22nd. Additional information is going to be sent home, so we have the opportunity to meet and speak with your parents about your academic performance thus far. Lastly, as part of the reopening plan, students were expected to return to the buildings for face-to-face instruction in the form of a hybrid phase at the end of this quarter. Unfortunately, due to our current transmission rates of COVID throughout our city, phase two, or that hybrid instruction, will be delayed. We will keep you posted on when things are going to transition from being this full virtual into that phase two hybrid form of instruction. Now, I know this is disappointing to many of you, and truly disappointment can decrease your motivation. You know, motivation at its root is just the reason why we do something. It's the reason why we take an action. And there's a variety of ways that we can be motivated. Sometimes it's external. You know, my kids, they are heavily motivated by external stimuli, right? And so at dinner time, we have this rule where you have to eat your vegetables on your plate in order to get dessert. Now, my little girl, she loves ice cream, but hates carrots. She's motivated, though, to eat those carrots so that she gets the ice cream in return. Another form of motivation can come in the form of internal motivation. This means that it comes from within. We just have this desire in order to reach a goal, to achieve something. And we aren't so much motivated by the things outside of us, but rather this internal feeling that we have. You know, there's a lot that can be said about motivation. And in fact, some people actually make a career of it. They're called motivational speakers. You know, and this morning I wanted to share some thoughts from an expert in the field about motivation.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Yeah. Period.
The only thing that I see that is distinctly different about me is I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. You might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, but if we get on the treadmill together, right, there's two things. You're getting off first, or I'm going to die. I've never really viewed myself as particularly talented. Where I excel is ridiculous, sickening work ethic. You know, while the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working. I want my life, I want my work, my family, I want it to mean something. And it's like, it has, if you are not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time.
There's a certain delusional quality that all successful people have to have. You have to believe that something different than what has happened.
Confucius said, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. It takes such a desperate, obsessive focus. You really got to focus with all of your fiber and all of your heart and all of your creativity. First step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it. There's no reason to have a plan B because it distracts from plan A.
You don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. Yeah. And you do that every single day.
And soon you have a wall.
And soon you have a wall.
The separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, who have dreams that want to do things. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. There's no easy way around it. No matter how talented you are, your talent is going to fail you if you're not skilled.
I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent the idea that you really can make.
Being realistic is the most commonly traveled road to mediocrity. Why would you be realistic? What's the point of being realistic?
There's a redemptive power that making a choice has, you know, rather than feeling like you're at effect to all the things that are happening. Make a choice. Like, you just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
I want to do good.
Yeah.
I want the world to be better because I was here.
So until next week, think about what motivates you. What is it that you need to get motivated? In the meantime, work hard, get smart.